every term, we get Kuskas and Ronron na Salon. The country, they lost over $20 million. Join Tuto and Radio Bakasuka na Putloko, Amza's Radio na Makeni, Top Radio na Kenema, All Out Radio na Bo, and Vopad Radio na Watalu this Sunday, 7 p.m. As we will discuss about the recent failed coup attempt, waiting really the cause Kuskasa the country, and how this affects the economy of the country, with Colonel Issa Bangura of the Ministry of Defense and ASP Muhammad Bob Senu of the Salon Police. You can also call 0.
A lot of disturbances. We don't get a situation where some people they talk to me business is done and bug, picking the zero they go to school, they abandon patients in a hospital, and investment climate we don't go so bad and the economy don't heat up. So today we can get this discussion on waiting at the cost and the drivers of instability, waiting really the cause and cause them. Say we radio partners there all day on Waterloo. If not day, you can listen to Votepad Radio na Waterloo. You can listen to Bankasoka Radio na Potloko. I know say Top Radio na Kenima don't join we. You get Amza Radio na Makeni, and of course All Out Radio na Bo self connected. So this is a national conversation we get because within a situation we say we all know like we all not happy. So, Fambul, there are two ways where the public get for contribute today to today's discussion. We get an expert within we based in the US, where Professor Adam Stevens. It's been help for shape the conversation we'll get. There was a time this year where he lead a study, it's actually a 7-country study where he do on the cost.
11 years senseless war. We lost a lot of other things then. Nothing good way it happened during that regime day. And equally so, I want to use this opportunity to tell the general public that in any chaotic situation, no country, no the way don't develop through the chaotic situation there. No development initiative or drive, no they go na any country way not stable. Basically, some of them here way it happen. It can lead or it can start from political instability or some factions because of, say, I not belong to this, or some can say, if not to me, nothing will happen good, or if not to me, I know they support so, or not to me, not so it will happen. Now just a kind of a misunderstanding, wherein it now lead to other things where people at the end go regret of some other situation here. After the Civil War, next year they make me 20 years in policing. Next year February they make me 20 years in policing. I know one day witness the situations we are in. There's a demonstration, they kill even one police officer, let alone 2. But we don't see a situation in this country, August 8, 9, 10, where some of who not be the go na house. We be the no more headquarters. We see what happen on a free time. We move also from that point there. Other things that be done they happen, but this is just like the showcase. We look at the situations where a Tom Muda, where na police officer they work na born of Kamakwe, bomb picking and they now they the whole and the killer. Because of misunderstanding. This whole thing not even starts from any other angle. From somebody who commit an offense. And basically the police get a role. We get the responsibilities. And will not sit by and allow things to go where now we're responsibility for intervene because we go be held responsible for failing to perform with due responsibilities. So the whole this man, all things started from that. Thing we not even relate to waiting people they fight for. We see that situation there. We also see in Makeni where they kill another police officer. We You know, now general duty, not get gone, you know, even related to it, you know, even know what they happen, but because the war police, it suffer. We see a situations here and afraid and here. Even when somebody don't die, they still take on the nakam. They don't mind the regret of all other things the way they happen. So some of them here, they get the tendency to take we back. They get the tendency for even people with the outside, you not go feel good. There was a time 2017 I travel. The moment I reach now Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, I be get me passport, when I service passport. So the immigration asks, is a waiting good boss well you who go able tell her. You know, waiting kind of in mind, it still get that mentality of the 7 years, I mean the 11 years senseless war we don't go through. You know. So basically they out there they identify we based on some of them theory where they happen. And some of them theory where they happen, you investigate, it really not get any sense where you will lead we to them pick them the way they go. Now we move from that August 8, 9, 10 issue. Or prior to that one, we also see what happen na Lonsard. We also see what happen na Tombo, where most of the driving force or waiting can cause some of them here, na people we not even resident na Salon here, na people we not even resident na Freetown here. But then get what it takes for just create unrest na the country. We move from that end day, we don't battle with all those situations to reach to that peak. Say, no, let us now relax. The multi-tier elections come. What to do? We use the soft approach. We use loudspeaker. We use police officers. We use military. Now joint operations. We move for talk to the community because we get vulnerable communities. Waiting at the gates. Why they go tell this person, then they go add or a subtract or not even taken at all. So these are some of the things where they lead we to the end and the way somebody can pick up a situations where at the end he regret and say no. We also move from that end day. After the election, we see before the election, we do a tour. We the IGP and wife, the community, we do a tour with non-violent sensitizations across the nation. Talk to the civil populace, talk to drivers, talk to Okada riders, talk to youth men countrywide. Tell them the role and responsibility of the police because sometimes this thing they emanate from with responsibility of which people can fail for understand say. Now the responsibility of the police. For instance, we go arrest somebody, he resists. Now the responsibility of the police to arrest this thing. I can always say this. In most of the gatherings how they go, the behavior of the police of every nation can determine the level of civilization of that country. If you go to another country, the way the police they behave, they're not polite. They tell you the actions of the citizens. But here we don't do what we call human affairs in policing. There is nothing in the law where say you get for invite me. But we do this for ensure say we encourage the people, we bring them on board, we create an enabling environment, we sit together, discuss issues related to policing and how best we will be able to survey the situation.
So we now we actually deal with data. So you don't talk quite a lot about the thing that will don't happen from Potloko to the killings of the police now, McKinney, to the situation now, Freetown here. I mean, what's happened? I don't know if you wanna get any figure for the past 2 years or 2 or 3 years. How many many uniform don't go down?
Oh yeah, well,
how many civilians the back don't go down?
Well, civilian now are not going to give now. Are not going to give, but it don't take long. On that day, 6 police officers we lost. They killed one.
Now you talk about November,
August 10.
August 10. Yes.
Yes, 2022. They killed one at Poloko. Sorry, Makeni. Something to say. Muda na Kamakwe, and also Freitania. They kill Hansi. Then kill other about 6 police officers. Now then die. They will move from that day again after we don't lay to rest. Okay, in fact, now Kamakwe na 2 police officer, 1 superintendent, we na the support officer. Na 2 police officer die na Kamakwe. Another quiet police officer, fine gentleman, na na Kamakwe. So 2 police officers, then na Kamakwe, 1 na Makeni. Later Boyka, when I be the regional OSC coordinator, then kill him. But not on that day. After months now, then say he was not even part of that team the way he did it. He go walk, then kill him. So 6, 7. I mean, coming back to this one, when November 26, 2023, so about 18, including the security sector, that is the soldiers, the police, and 1 correctional personnel being for loss in life in that.
But it's clear that, I mean, we get for come to the drivers then. A lot of people in the argue say people in perception of the police don't go down. There was a report where Afrobarometer poll where they show say now only 18% of citizens they actually trust the police. We get for come to that later on. But we seem very clear, we're worrying, we're for worry. Everybody, we get the situation we say over 20, like how you talk about 25, where you talk at the count, 25 security personnel, we don't die by different disturbances. Yeah. I mean, dozens of civilians in Mark don't die by different disturbances.
No, yes.
We get people where they talk say, they close me shop, and they lock me shop, and not go able, and they even send me picking and go school. Then things are then really, really grave. And family, you will join we, you listen to ASP Mohammed Senu. Now in the media too, now the Sierra Leone police, and yourself can join we really. You can join we, you can call in 076 647456. Now the number that we can use for that we join we and call in directly inside the program. So but we continue with ASP. So we want to know then here would not happen. Investigation beyond the B. We don't see, for example, we don't see August 10, which seemed to happen. I don't know if August 10 was investigated because then here they become recurring. It happened, they happen back. Like it talks, we investigate something, you actually put a closure to them, then there will be a closure. But there's there been investigation, then different. We don't worry about how they call them. We don't worry about treason trial. Will be on the go.
Yes. A lot of investigations where that can happen. We can also use the investigation as a learning point for us. Like August 8, 9, 10, we be investigate, able to hold some people, charge them to court, and also the government be form an independent new entity for even probing to the issue. Waiting lead to this, waiting cause to this. Then we do that one. The team be also move na the areas and then they side them. Then we also move to the November 26 saga. November 26 saga. This one now a clear sign say people prefer for they na a situation wherein they're free for move than the day in a gentry situation where even their life they engage bots. You see what happen, people recall people for common. Even when they go break the prison, the one day with the hope say they for join there, they not join there. Then go back na the other areas. Some come back the next day. Some report na the nearest police station. So that tells you people are aware. They no one go to that kind of situation and they people believe in democracy. People believe in the fact say no. If one can have power, use the diplomatic way rather than taking the gun for take power. You understand? So basically we see all those situations there. We see that situation in there. We are in the community people. They help you a lot. When this happen, we mount investigation, and we able to few when we go into their phones them. It lead we to a lot of other things them. Where it make we pull list of wanted people. We will strongly believe say then people are contributed greatly, then people are know, then people are take part, or then people are sponsor the program. So we are able like to carry out that investigation there and get evidence where it will lead we for bring this person for further questioning, for ask this person for further questioning. So what happen? Basically, some military personnel they be involved, and the military get their own law, even though they get the subjected to the general law we govern we, like the police also we get the CDID where they check the SSCs of police officer. We also get the general law where they govern everybody. So we then subject them to that peak day. After that one day, then try the other one the way na civilians then way then be get bearing link with the issue. We also investigate them. Others then they will they be doing on the run. With the help of the community people, we'll be able to track them down. Some about 5 of them they be able to hold them na Guinea. They hand over to the Israeli security. Then one day now the trial is ongoing where they are military officers. The trial is ongoing. Also the other 8 people the way we of risk we be wholesome na one man na Puloko, one village na they be there. We hold and they we also hold based on the intelligence we hold one na McKinney. So we done the whole a lot, and there are also others we still there on the wanted list we unable get it. But the one that we don't hold the trial they go on, the one that we they don't done the trial that they run out the jail sentence.
Okay. No, we have for canton to listeners them. Let them tell directly with because we've been do some vox pop. So one for I don't know if the studio ready for we'll go directly to listeners them. So yes, you be the talk. You be the talk about the various arrests them way when I don't make so far and the various line of investigation. Some people get it argue say no, that's why this now opposition supporters are no more police they go and arrest. I don't know what now you comment about that.
No, where I want to use these opportunities to say in policing we not dealing with political party there is a body where you get the responsibility for do with political party. Anything that has to do with party then get that institution the way they even when it comes to electioneering process we like with a form what you call investigation pool for purely investigate election related cases we dey do am with our professionals we dey do am with body we all dey sit together and ensure say we carry out. Okay. Now coming back to arrest we dey arrest you based on the offence we commit, and I want opposition people that they arrest. No, anybody who commit an offense will they arrest you. We know they look at whether this, whether that, whether
okay.
This. They look at the fact that you commit an offense.
Okay. Okay. So thank you very much. I think so we've been really get the on break where you be the talk. So we come back to the question. We come back to the question of then various arrest them because of people like you talk say no the one that have been arrested they are largely opposition supporters. Well, I don't know whether that is true or
no. I really no want to agree with that one day. Basically, as I say, the body they way if they investigate all electioneering issues. When we come to electioneering process, we form that body day. And like me, na been partner also. We are the go na the electioneering, meetings and day. We if we form a group wherein we the security sectors, how we they coordinate, how we they interact. I was like giving update on any issues related to security where they emanate during that electioneering process. Like the issues na kono where they are, let's say former minister Dana Konomani somebody don't go set fire. We also investigate that one day, of which the person now just a neighbor we see because of the political threats. It just insinuate
1-2 minutes. Then we return to our back. We'll come and not go away. We'll come. We really get packed full. We get for come to we they talk to Professor for let talk about the drivers of violence, and we get for come go on the street for let people in a free town tell we about the waiting and feel about the instability the way they happen at the country.
For every term, we get Kuskas and Ronron na Salon. The country, they lost over $20 million. Join Tuto and Radio Papa Den, Radio Bankasuka na Putloko, Amza's Radio na Makeni, Top Radio na Kenema, All Out Radio na Bo, and Vopad Radio na Watalu this Sunday, 7 p.m. As we will discuss about the recent Filco attempt, waiting really the cause Kuskatha the country, and how this affects the economy of the country, with Colonel Issa Bangora of the Ministry of Defense and ASP Mohammed Bob Senu of the Salon Police. You can also call 076 64 for giving your contribution to the program. True Talk gets the facts. Get True Talk. For every term, we get Kuskas and Ronron na Salon. The country, they lost over $20 million. Join Tuto and Radio Papa Den, Radio Bankasuka na Putloko, Amza's Radio na Makeni, Top Radio na Kenema, All Out Radio na Bo, and Vopad Radio na Watalu this Sunday, 7 p.m. As we will discuss about the recent Filco attempt, waiting really the cause Kuskatha the country, and how this affects the economy of the country, with Colonel Issa Bangora of the Ministry of Defense and ASP Mohammed Bob Senu of the Salon Police. You can also call 076 64 for giving your contribution to the program. True Talk gets the facts. Get True Talk. For every term, we get Kuskas and Ronron na Salon. The country, they lost over $20 million. Join Tuto and Radio Papa Den, Radio Bankasuka na Putloko, Amza's Radio na Makeni, Top Radio na Kenema, All Out Radio na Bo, and Vopad Radio na Watalu this Sunday, 7 p.m. As we will discuss about the recent Filco attempt, waiting really the cause Kuskatha the country, and how this affects the economy of the country, with Colonel Issa Bangora of the Ministry of Defense and ASP Mohammed Bob Senu of the Salon Police. You can also call 076 64 for giving your contribution to the program. True Talk gets the facts. Get True Talk. For every term, we get Kuskas and Ronron na Salon. The country, they lost over $20 million. Join Tuto and Radio Papa Den, Radio Bankasuka na Putloko, Amza's Radio na Makeni, Top Radio na Kenema, All Out Radio na Bo, and Vopad Radio na Watalu this Sunday, 7 p.m. As we will discuss about the recent Filco attempt, waiting really the cause Kuskatha the country, and how this affects the economy of the country, with Colonel Issa Bangora of the Ministry of Defense and ASP Mohammed Bob Senu of the Salon Police. You can also call 076 64 for giving your contribution to the program. True Talk gets the facts.
Again, we are back to Una listeners and viewers. We'll be the talk about the cost and drivers of violence. I would thank you very much for. We'll get Mr. ASP Mohammed Senu way there with we for take we through them process there. But with me now we get Professor Adam Stevens, we don't taking time extensively for study about 7 countries and for let's study the cost and drivers of violence and political instability. So over to you, Dr. Stevens. Is it afternoon to you over there?
Yes, afternoon.
Okay. Dr. Stevens, you serve na salon person. This na Creole program now get now. Na Creole program who get now. So we want for you just talk to family them. If you don't do this study, so just tell family them small about this study.
Because of the continuous violence they happen at Freetown, for instance, between 2020 and 2023, we see like 11 incidents there of violence demonstrations or threats or chaos or political instability to Sierra Leone, as well as size, economic size. Then we add Togo and Benin so that we will get the Francophone feel into it. And study what's actually the economic toll of violence, of violence demonstrations, as well as political instability on the economy. I will just summarize briefly within our general findings. Let's start first with violent demonstrations. We collect data from Vision of Humanity. Then they score violence from any number from 1 to 5. 5 means the highest number of violence. 1 means that a very peaceful country, they don't get much violence. In 2016, Salon score be 1.75. So we are relatively good when it comes to violence demonstration. Or for Salon, I mean 3, according to this same website here, where they collect them. These 3 don't remain stable for all this while. If we can able just improve that by 10%, let us say we reduce that from 3 to 2.7, imagine our GDP will grow by additional 1.7%. Okay. Just politically, yes. If we able the perception, the world perception, the global perception of a political instability that is scored at 3 out of 5.
So we'll come back to you. If you want, you can go off the line. We can return to you just now.
Okay.
So Fambule will be listening to Professor Adam Stevens, na University of Maryland. It's quite clear, say, then thing away police they talk about, then thing away the military they talk about, not to teen no more way, not to SLPP APC business. Nothing way they affect households, nothing way they affect my life, nothing way they affect your life. And just imagine for one day, if we say we need do nothing, just cuscas no more, we say they don't even destroy property, forget about the lives that we then kill. This economy they lost $20 million just as a result of political instability. But the brunt of all of this, the only way that they feel are more na households them. So one for go quick to the studio if the people are not ready because they be my colleagues then we talk to people in Abacha Street and other places then for let them talk to we.
So good afternoon, ma. You know what the November 26th coup will be and the August 10th protest?
Oh, very well.
Yes.
Because that very day I began program in my church because of the attempted coup. The program was cancelled. It's all make it well. That be a very bad day for we that day. We feel them because all the plans do not go well. And any sorry peace day, now they progress day. You don't understand. Where peace no dey, anything shaking, no better thing no dey happen there. Where peace dey, everything they go normal. That's when they better go follow. Then anything way they happen, success will take place.
So good afternoon, ma. You know what the November 26th coup will be and the August 10th protest?
Oh, very well.
Yes.
Because that very day I began program in my church because of the attempted coup. The program was cancelled. It's all make it well. That be a very bad day for we that day. We feel them because all the plans do not go well. And any sorry peace day, now they progress day. You don't understand. Where peace no dey, anything shaking, no better thing no dey happen there. Where peace dey, everything they go normal. That's when they better go follow. Then anything way they happen, success will take place.
So yes, ma. Where that thing they be that day, how it affects business will be particularly?
It affects them greatly. Because one thing first, they can't say, when it's a shaky day, person only small money. Now for let it here in family. Then maybe you go before victim. You go get that small loan and they go survive, but something will go happen to you. So now peace now crown everything now any country or any society. You don't understand it.
So all them protests where they are the demonstrations, then the attempted coup, how it they make you they feel?
Me to me, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. In anything where you put God first, you dey get solution. You don't understand? If we get problem with the money we in the country, no take am to God in prayer. At least we pray, we ask God. If na bad leader dey before we, God go cool am. If we pray for that leader the way bad way dey before, God go change am. Things go better. You don't understand? But if I go protest, it no make sense to me. Not when go pull the leader. You understand? Or neither change the leader. It no make one sense to me. It just puts things backward.
Thank you so hello ma. Where you know about the August 10 protest and the November 26 coup and the other ala that we don't be? How will they affect you business? How it affect you as businesswoman?
Neighbor sell, we adopt for you launch being now.
So where you dey about them protest them, where them see people they want come out, then demonstration them, then attempted coup them, how will they make you they feel? What are you concerned?
I afraid. I afraid step from new life. I afraid. I know they get my for myself. Any tell them talk about it in me, I need come and you can't sell. And when they can't sell at the adopt, and my business and they give me money.
So good afternoon, ma.
Get True Talk. For every term, we get Kuskas and Ronron na Salon. The country, they lost over $20 million. Join True Talk and Radio partner them. Radio Bankasuka na Putloko, Amza's Radio na Makeni, Top Radio na Kenema, All Out Radio na Bo, and Vopad Radio na Watalu this Sunday, 7 p.m. As we will discuss about the recent failed coup attempt, waiting really the cause Kuskas at the country, and how this affects the economy of the country, with Colonel Issa Bangura of the Ministry of Defense and ASP Mohammed Bob Senu of the Salon Police. You can also call 076 64 74 56 for giving your contribution to the program. True Talk, get the facts, get True Talk.
You don't hear it from one expert. We don't unpack, you don't explain but about waiting at the impact for the economy. And you don't hear it back from people, ordinary people, and where they talk about waiting at the impact on the livelihood at the household level. So what do you get for say about this?
Yeah, they are perfectly correct. Not only the life or the loss, but we also get serious of, them negative impact that it will always the left in our mind. Of course, the common man, and even the security issues, sectors. One, we talk about division among security institutions, because, like, for instance, the November 26 saga. By this time, like with the cockery, before we move, we get a tag for identify ourselves. So within that, they can in mind, there are divisions within the rank and file. So therefore, trust no go there again because of this kuskas na society. We also move again. We talk about social fragmentation, that divisions among either cultural line, regional basis, or any other, related issues. We go call divisions among we as a citizens, we as a security sector, we as a partner, we as any other Sierra Leoneans. So basically, I'm also happy from the voice of the business people. Like when you talk about the grassroots people, mostly them business people they believe in their own day-to-day activities. And at least in way say protests not in the best solutions for anything. And equally so, when they use this opportunity to tell the general public, even electioneering process, they solve the streets the best way. I mean, them put provisions. There's courts, we get laws, we get other mechanisms. Like what they do, the tripartite committee. They formed that committee to look into all some of those things where the fee say it happened during the electionary process when the wrong way. So these are also mechanisms where then they put in place for advert or for prevent further happenings of what it don't happen August 8, 9, 10, the November 26 saga. For ensure say we address all those things. On that day, nobody be plan for their stuff then day. You listen the mommy don't cook again plan on that day. The next day they say no. Nobody know for come up because of the sound of weapon, the sound of gun all over the Freetown. They even debar the people out there where then get things for doing a society where go beneficial to everybody, where it will be very difficult for we. And also, this is a situation, so this is a country where also the government not able to provide everything for everybody. Would that they can come in for assist? When they talk about other investors then. But like the professor talk about political instability, he say more fearful than violence. Yes. Because even in the country where we say everything's okay, that year they happen there. You see a group they come out, go open fire, shoot at this, but that political instability, it stay longer and it get the tendency if they exploit, it may explode, it get negative consequences on the economy, get negative consequences on the life of the citizens. It get negative consequences, even the one that way they outside. You can feel lonely, you want to come home, but because peace no day, you're afraid. And what we got to call the fear of crime. The fear of crime, this is bad. Like for instance, satisfied and they by this time now not go and pass day. Because if I pass day, then go take away all what I get. So that mentality, where don't they in you, either afraid for move or go certain areas, those are enough for go. So we really no want for go in that kind of situation and they are happy the trend at which we don't embark on awareness raising now. Even on Friday, we loudspeaker, we go na Abacha, we go na certain side and they will tell them the right and responsibility of citizens. We do for ensure say we provide or we create the enabling environment for that market woman for carry out in activities. But if something they happen in the situations we are in, people know they follow the due process, don't want to take the law in their hand. In the chaotic situations, we know they grow, we know they develop, we know they go before through these things. So basically, these are the things we happy before this time today, August 8, 9, 10. We see people move, and maybe they within that axis day. We see people move with the preachers they are trader, can't open shop. All of a sudden, the street flooded with people. But now we are seeing different changes, different dynamic. I mean, to change the mindset of the community, people, stakeholders in our respective community. With this, we will develop and we will grow one day.
Okay, you know. So I now turn back to Dr. Adam Stevens for he can't talk to you about the drivers because too they talk about all now the symptoms then now what they talk about because they talk about say they don't this could don't be they don't kill somebody when they talk say. Violence don't be under, so they don't broke this person in property, then they don't damage your property. Then we don't talk quite a lot about political instability. But for those solving as a country, we get to understand what's in the cause. So I come back to Adam Stevens for like can not talk now the drivers. So, Prof, one part of the thing the way you been, we clear na the study where you been supervised. Now the drivers then that are waiting the cause all of this and with not the implications. I don't know if you take family them through the process, just the steps then. Yeah.
Yes. So I will go through the factors that we will identify as very significant and the one that will really affect both violence and political instability in Sierra Leone. I will just talk about the implication on the economy again of two. Okay, so the very first thing what we find out is political elitism. Then high level politicians, we feel say they sabi everything with the inside the lower one there. Now, one of the things then that we find, any country will get a lot of political elites there, where they up there will get a lot of disagreement between them. We always debate about be it the parliament or the day opposition or the day in power. As long as they debate among themselves, they
fractionalized.
They're fractionalized. They know they agree on policies. It's good for them not agree on policies, but if they take it out there and make something like
APC, SLPP, big man, they not agree.
yes,
And when they not agree, then they get beefing for one another. This one bring the company down, that one bring the company down. They know they bring for how the country they go before. How for make clear people and get.
Yeah, you don't put them better. Maybe I'm the one called party name. You don't put them better. But I'm just with political elites there, with politicians, the way they high up, when they get the power, where if election be today, they win, and they will become ministers or that they will be president. But beyond that stuff again, we also get some fringe people there. Will not actually be any leader, but they get a clout. They get so much movement around themselves where they can able to incite people. So then people in the back can group them into this elitism. For instance, things you don't call APC, when they talk about this guy will be there, I think is this Sweden or European?
And yes, if we improve, if
we able to improve that to 42%,
42,
just is up to 42%.
42%. That's just by another 6 percentage points increase. That means all the money I would then do in the car would say, with the support justice, with the support this, just by improving the courts.
Yes.
With the money will they get, the savings will get, it pass all the money then they. Because coming to think of it, the money when they talk say British government don't carry it per access to security and justice program was around 25 million pounds. We don't spend that, all of that, they will not agree. The Fed still there around justice and security.
Yes. Then closely related to that, now the trust in the police. But yeah, we find some interesting results here. The trust in the courts, a clear forward is straight. More trust in the courts. We need that for stability as well as violence. Trust in the police, we need that for political instability. However, trust in the police not really results to too much of a violence. I mean, there is economic explanation for this. If people do not trust the police too much, they don't know what they're afraid, right? Then they're afraid for go out there, they this and that. So the higher the mistrust in the police, not the result that much into violence, but it result in political instability.
So explain them back, Val.
So trust in the police, things that they affect, just like how they trust in the court system, but not as much, not in the way we would expect. Yeah.
Then we'll say, say me I'm afraid because I don't know how they go react if I go demonstrate.
Exactly.
So trust really low. So I clearly understand why the relationship then they did it.
Okay. Then the other factor we will look at is that trust in the electoral system, the trust in the electoral process, especially the most recent elections. The less people they trust the results of the most recent elections, the more violent prone they become. That one is clear, right? Aggrieved, you candidate, you want dollars. And think about it again. Elections in Sierra Leone were generally in developing countries, in poor countries. If it tie them, it's like they say a winner takes all. When your party don't win, the appointments, whether they become ministers, whether they go to this parastatal or this other this other organization, all depend on who that win. And so elections will be very, very, very.
Which one will you feel say if Salon for address to today, I know say sometimes you maybe expertise not will go into the one level. But if Salon for address to today, which one will be more urgent?
When they look at the impact, the statistical impact, because what we do and you get the variable, you get the impact when you're able to calculate. If I look at the statistical impact, the two are not actually done because there are other factors that we are going to talk about. But let answer your question. Since you don't ask the question now, the very first thing will be the elitism, political elites. Help leaders and begin agree on certain things. Or if they not agree, let them find a way for disagree without creating much problems. Now the most important that. Then followed by the court system with justice system. But I began two economic variables that were very important as well. We are not mentioned yet. One was really, really, really important. Maybe if as important as political elitism, or even more important than unemployment. The number of people that will not get job, will not get work.
Or more in Kenima, you need to enjoy under SLPP. As long as the government is in power, now the government will referency associate with the region, you see hate, they become directed.
Of hatred towards you.
Yeah, towards you. So I think say that thing about elites actually agreeing on how the diamond, the gold, the rutile, the iron ore will get, how they exploit them and use that resources here for share them in an open way. I think say that one day is a big driver, it's a big panacea for violent demonstration and political instability.
Yes, I agree with you. Yes.
I don't know if you get anything for left with Fambo then, as we close this your segment.
Well, those are the causes.
Oh, you did Kenima, you did McKinney, you did all side for let you can't join the True Talk. Let's get one conversation. So over to Unana the studio.
For every term, we get Kuskas and Ron na Salon. The country, they lost over $20 million. Join Tuto and Engede Papaden. Rede Bankasuka na Potloko, Amzas Rede na Makeni, Top Radio na Kenema, All Out Radio na Bo, and Vopad Radio na Watalu this Sunday, 7 p.m. As we will discuss about the recent failed coup attempt, waiting really the cause Kuskasa the country, and how this affects the economy of the country, with Colonel Issa Bangura of the Ministry of Defense and ASP Muhammad Bob Senu of the Salon Police. You can also call 076 64 74 56 for give your own contribution to the program. True Talk, get the facts, get True Talk. For every term, we get Kuskas and Ron na Salon. The country, they lost over $20 million. Join True Talk and Engede Papaden. Rede Bankasuka na Potloko, Amzas Radio na Makeni, Top Radio na Kenema, All Out Radio na Bo, and Vopad Radio na Watalu this Sunday, 7 p.m. As we will discuss about the recent failed coup attempt, waiting really the cause Kuskasa the country, and how this affects the economy of the country, with Colonel Issa Bangura of the Ministry of Defense and ASP Muhammad Bob Senu of the Salon Police. You can also call 076 64 74 56 for give your own contribution to the program. True Talk, get the facts, get True Talk. For every term, we get Kuskas and Ron na Salon. The country, they lost over $20 million. Join True Talk and Engede Papaden. Rede Bankasuka na Potloko, Amzas Radio na Makeni, Top Radio na Kenema, All Out Radio na Bo, and Vopad Radio na Watalu this Sunday, 7 p.m. As we will discuss about the recent failed coup attempt, waiting really the cause Kuskasa the country, and how this affects the economy of the country, with Colonel Issa Bangura of the Ministry of Defense and ASP Muhammad Bob Senu of the Salon Police. You can also call 076 64 74 56 for give your own contribution to the program. True Talk, get the facts, get True Talk. For every term, we get Kuskas and Ron na Salon. The country, they lost over $20 million. Join True Talk and Engede Papaden. Rede Bankasuka na Potloko, Amzas Radio na Makeni, Top Radio na Kenema, All Out Radio na Bo, and Vopad Radio na Watalu this Sunday, 7 p.m. As we will discuss about the recent failed coup attempt, waiting really the cause Kuskasa the country, and how this affects the economy of the country, with Colonel Issa Bangura of the Ministry of Defense and ASP Muhammad Bob Senu of the Salon Police. You can also call 076 64 74 56 for give your own contribution to the program. True Talk, get the facts, get True Talk. For every term, we get Kuskas and Ron na Salon. The country, they lost over $20 million. Join Tuto and Radio Partner Den, Radio Bankasuka na Potloko, Amza's Radio na Makeni, Top Radio na Kenema, All Out Radio na Bo, and Vopad Radio na Watalu this Sunday, 7 p.m. as we will discuss about the recent failed coup attempt, waiting really the cause Kuskasa the country, and how this affects the economy of the country, with Colonel Issa Bangura of the Ministry of Defense and ASP Mohammed Bob Senu of the Salon Police. You can also call 076-6474-56 for giving your contribution to the program. True Talk, get the facts, get True Talk.
Thank you very much. So, Fambulen, we don't see now, and we don't hear it from Prof. I think so. We'll get small technical issue with the call line. We get for really see whose kind line when I will get to. We go make una talk directly to True Talk. But waiting clear. You don't hear it now.
Yes, sir.
You don't hear it quite a lot. You don't hear it from Prof. You don't hear it from citizens. What do you feel about the drivers? So you talk about owners said the police.
Yes.
The low trust. You talk about the low trust in the courts.
The courts,
Yeah.
political elites.
The political elite. Yes. Talk to Fambulen.
And also other people where they are not actually up there in terms of politics, but then get a lot of followers where they instigate and cause all this thing. If I understand Prof well on the area of demonstration as alone with regards to trust and other things, basically the law make it clear. You look at section 17(1) of the Public Order Act, where it talk about procession may be prohibited. How procession may be prohibited? The law make them very clear the circumstances. Them one, in the interest of defense; two, for public order. You and if they not they allow you now on these grounds, then it is say because of the safety, public safety, security, the moral aspect of all those things. These are some of the things. Nobody know which for say I want use power against the people, because the police exist because the people they exist. If the people know they exist, no need for police to exist. We they exist because community. They exist
But
because people
demonstration
they.
are right.
Demonstration are right.
Yeah,
but
why would not they get one being low to get some rights being?
Well, now make I look at tell the public some of the circumstances them where they make will not they allow, who they make will they allow. One like this typical one we recently happened. We get for do with Thomas Babadi and one Maddie Williams. The rights say the 10th of this month, let police provide police coverage or deal with them whilst they march to ECSL office for ask for disaggregated data for the 24th June 2023 elections. So normally as procedure required, when we can receive then document and the originator or the organizer, we they call them, we can sit down. How you want this thing for be? We they ask now. We they look at the fact saying everybody get rights, and even the movement there are sometimes where they happen. Not to everybody they partake of this thing. So even the one in our home will get the responsibility for provide security for them. And we talk about the road we they use. Their road and they now for everybody. Not to your interest per that day go able can debar the movement of other person on that side day. So you also need for inform the police for talk about the routes. Talk about the venue. In other country, then get specific area. Prof talk about, in the discussion say, then get other country, then get specific area. Who say they go tin up, the journalists they want to talk to, then go there. The people they want to talk to, you make can. So the journalists they will help you for cascade the message you want to pass. But here, people they come on at the street, engage the street, of which there are also other people they use that route there. We then say get right to use that route there. So we look at all those circumstances surrounding the issues to say no. Would they allow you on this, will not go allow you on this, not that like and any punishment, that just like a procedures require. And one thing, Sierra Leone is bigger than everybody, and Salone we get law, and because law dey, the police basically dey for enforce the law dem dey, not say we are lawmakers or we dey interpret the law. No, we dey enforce the law. We dey tell the general public wetin right and wetin wrong, and we dey tell the general public basically na some of the circumstances dem dey wey it can lead to say police totally deny, police totally no agree.
But when I don't get incidences of demonstrations that when I don't agree,
yes,
you get
yes,
list of them we can share with public. So they actually apply for, we will grant them permits.
yes, yes, I can recall that one. That one also happened. The current Inspector General of Police, by then was the regional commander. They talk about, I think, rape. Now women then, they engage them. They tell them the routes, how did they go. And basically, then after when they don't agree on all these things, then they write. You take onus, you take responsibility in case this thing go bad. Because the police get for the day, that day, for identify the concerned people, for also look at those who are not concerned, let them not join and hijack the things where it go be detrimental, where it go become chaotic. It don't happen nationwide. Where one lady when they go discover in corpse na beach, I don't think it's more than 4 to 5 years now. All within that range, it don't happen. And I also don't see a situation who say people can say yes, we want come on this and this, but basically somebody can say now only women them. When they think of the responsibilities where they ready to take, and we think of the fact say then get command over the people where then fee say that they use on that day. In the situation like Thomas Babadi and others, when they come, the organization say what they call foreign network for Sierra Leone, youth network like that. That's like una register, say yes, una register. With which organizations? Una register with corporate affairs, say no, they not register. Would una city council, where this will register with Sierra Leone Association of non-governmental organization. Una get anything we go prove say indeed una don't go through this thing, they not show. You get your address, who say your address, they talk about 37 Main Street. The office there, but not to them get that office there. And not to that organization get that office there. Now somebody else in office. So we then can stand in there as Inspector General of Police or a body responsible for the maintenance of law and order. You go look then for say no. One, you are not genuine in your thought, you are not genuine in your presentation. So basically these are some of the ground. We say no, we're not allowed now. Because we are not caught fear. I mean the one like we can say people they talk about equity. When you go to equity, you go with clean hand, you go to fact, you go to everything but you for be pure. Even the numbers and way they put say these are people where they endorse say comes that day, they are part of this group, they come on. When police they call them, reach to them, you aware of any things where you want to engage on, say no. Even when police they drop
afraid.
No, even when not afraid. When not they go call you for hold you. You know when they happen where somebody goes something they hold you. In this situation is quite different. The fact say all the information we then give you, you know rare. So we decide for probing to the issue. Even when police they drop the call, then they call again to say, no, la make a clear, I not sabi that possible. Me not the me not the parent here. You see when una go na the street for psych, you know, sound the opinion of people, then talk and say, protest not to the solutions for any crisis, for solve. Even the civil war, is not done na street, na table they sit down, na negotiation they sit down, for ensure say everybody can together and put this thing behind. So basically these are some of the stand we don't take. Now coming back to building the trust, sincerely speaking, the police will get a mechanism we don't put in place for check the SSCs of police officers. Because if you go out for talk to person, you for set the example, you for create that enabling environment where people go see you say no, you trustworthy, you reliable, you're honest. So we start from that point in day for discipline with your police officers. We look at nationwide, we get reports of police officers where they don't go against the norms or the standard operating procedure of the organization. Some don't dismiss, some they don't stroke them off, some they don't reduce them in rank, some they don't left the job for the thing. So basically, these are the way we would use for build trust and confidence in the policing.
Okay, so with it come to Adams, so with the come to Adams, instead of the camp contribute small on the driver. So we know say fumble them. The time they can wrap up, we just got about 13 minutes more to go. But Professor Adams, we want for turn to you. How you feel say given that situation where you done, describe the cost and then drivers there. What you feel say really we for do for address? I mean now that ASP Samuels have there.
Okay, so my recommendations I would do based on the greatest drivers then, which they cause them more. So one recommendation what I would do now, the political elitism, how we would try to make them leaders then agree more. So we don't get this tripartite. But inside that tripartite, even though there are also recommendations where they agree on, some things they don't agree on. I feel say we for economics. I don't want to go into the economics too much. But Salon, a country, which the economics they call marginal propensity to consume, then any money will get, how will the consumer? Salon we score there about 0.9. That means say the average Sierra Leonean, any money it gets, 90% of it they eat up. Now only about 10% or so they actually save. If we can able use that one and calculate any dollar we can into the economy, which will be the effect. Like right now in December, we get a lot of tourists the way they go. Any $1, any of them just see that they go spend. By the time that dollar left Salon, it results into $5. And where chaos they tourists they know they go. We'll not be able to calculate this because we not get enough data. But this is another area we for look at. We for try for improve then with stability scores and we for try for improve with perception about chaos
Economy. So you get a lot of people like in the complaint say where are they pass? Are they get extortion? Like where are they pass? This now for traffic. You get your traffic police response here. They become they extort me or they ask me for money. I mean, you can see I'm back in the net, and it can involve people that wouldn't get arms as well. So if the police they actually reduce down and they then get down there right, then it will improve on their image and it will get more trust in them. I don't think I don't know if you get any comments on that.
No, yes, I actually at some point I will actually think for if I will able do a study on which the economic cost, especially of the night checkpoints that we get in and around the country, because people don't value them.
In as much as the public self that they expect something there but the police for change. We expect something there but the justice system for change. We expect something there from the politicians for change. For let we get a secure environment, not to just one actor, not to just citizens for change, not to just police for change, not to just political parties for change, but not to just the justice for change, but it require boku changes, across the board. I mean, as we close in the next 5 minutes, I don't know what's in your own idea about solution about if there should be one takeaway we take, which nothing think the way you feel say going back really as a country 19 and this all for change for let we reduce these incidences of violence and instability. Over to you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Also, Prof make a lot of other things then, but one you talk about reform. Reform now a process where we are in, where they bring new ideas and also look at certain things where we say we will move out. Yes, Prof talk about maybe the other process where people know they trust the police because no they allow them for demonstrate. We want get a clear vision here. Of course, we now they move from transition with the transit now from force to service. This is also another process where we are in. It go like increase the confidence of the people regards with policing, because transiting now from the traditional way of policing to more of community-oriented policing. That is, we get for the interface with the community member. And the IGP currently, they use one way to evaluate the performance of every LUC now. Now, how often you engage with the community people, how often you hold town hall meeting with the community people. This is also some of the things, and this way, at least, if we use this as our daily policing strategy, daily policing activities, it go yield dividend. You know, I'll start with the August 8, 9, 10, and even November 26. After the incident, we be warriors. Not because na magic we use, but because a lot of police officers we don't dismiss for way that they go against the ethics.
But you know, IJ is a research institution. One of the things they work in pride yourself now for the tendency for let we observe trends and patterns, and out of that we can actually inform institution how to respond better. So, for example, if you look at the patterns around land grabbing, if you look at the patterns around criminality around vehicles, just then 2 months there, 2 people they don't call me, this come out abroad, then they call me from abroad, they talk say, I get motor for sale, but just a fraudster come, he say he don't pay somebody